Weebians, and this is part 2 to What If Deku Was Cheated On, and we're about to hit 1,000 subscribers. Let's go! Yeah. And you know how Deku is and stuff, and 1,000, wait, before I do that, but 1,000 is, we're almost there to 1,000. We're in 906. Dang, I'm happy, and I want to say thank you for this opportunity. But yeah, thank you. You enjoy what I come up with and laugh at and enjoy. And that's my pleasure. This is the Chick-fil-A line. My pleasure. Okay, nah. But let's get back into the what if. So you know how we started off after May and Deku's date. And you know how Bakugo and Ochako fucked each other. Complete gablooned. And sometimes Ochako couldn't feel it, but sometimes she could, because his tic-tac-dick kind of like pecked the entrance, but didn't went fully in. Like it just it like knocked on the entrance, but then went inside. And sometimes, because Bakugo feel kind of bad and think Ochako can feel, he sticks his finger aside and make her think that's his dick. Sometimes he sticks his hands while Ochako knowing. And she's like, "Oh, finally, Bakugo, you did it." And Bakugo's like sobbing and shit. And Bakugo's like sobbing. What are you doing there? Okay, nah, stop. I'm just giving you insight what happened to that, and I need to stop that. But let's get. Okay, Deku wakes up the next morning, and he hears the knock on his door, and he opens it, and it's, you guessed it, Ochako Uraraka. And Deku's like, "What do you want, Uraraka? Cheat on me when my tormentor wasn't enough. Never mind, I don't even care anymore about you. I already have someone else." And Ochako's like, "Who is it?" And Deku's like, "None of your business." And she's like, "Well, I'll just tell everybody you hit me." And Deku just laughs like, "Say that again?" And wait, say that again. Deku, he grabs a recorder he has in his pocket, and then he press play. And she's like, "Say that again?" And he's like, "I will tell everybody that you hit me, and everyone will believe me." And Deku's like, "You know that's a lie, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know it's a lie. So I'm gonna tell everybody that you hit me and raped me." And Deku's like, okay. Anything more?" And he's like, let's see. We'll make everyone hate you more. I see. And, you broke my stuff? And they're like, "Okay, fine. Get the fuck out. I don't care." Deku, he stops the recorder, and he's like, "Okay, you can leave now." And Deku's like, "Okay, everyone's gonna know you're a rapist." And Deku's just close the door, and he's like, "I have to fucking call May. I need to hear her voice." Deku picks up the phone, and May's on the phone with him, and Deku's like, "Hey, May, do you want to go on a date tomorrow?" And May's like, "Yeah, but first, come to my support department. I have babies you can test." And Deku's like, Fine. It'll be fun." And she's like, You think wearing my babies and doing experiments are fun?" And Deku's like, "You know it. Well, I'll see you later. I got something coming up with. It's probably in the living room at the class. Well, see you later." He hangs up the phone and says, "I love you," or something like that. I'm not good with romance. And he just texts her, "I love you," with a heart, and she says, "I love you," with a mechanical heart. And then he just laughs at it. He just puts his phone down. And then he walks out the room. He goes downstairs, and Ida walks up to him with an angry face and says, did you rape and hit Ochako and blackmail her? And Daiku's like, no. And he was like, don't lie to me, Deku. And All Might's there too because Ochako would tell everybody, and All Might's like, Deku, is this true? Did you hurt and raped Ochako Uraraka? And Deku looks at her, at him and says, no. And why would I do that? And why did you believe her and not your he paused there because he didn't want to tell All Might, tell the whole class that he's a successor. He's like, and All Might, because I'm gonna make All Might more of a chill person. He's like, I believe you. I don't believe her completely because she cheated on you. Like, fuck. And Ochako's like, I always cheat on him so I can feel secure with Bakugo. And Bakugo's over there with like fucking 2 broken arms. She's like, yeah, yeah. I try to protect her, and she was crying, and I was soothing her, and she's like, yeah. It's like, well, I still believe Izuku, but Deku, do you have any proof that you didn't hit her? And Deku's like, exactly, I have proof. But Ochako, does she have proof? And she's like, yes. And she opened her sleeve with a bunch of bruises and shit. And everyone gasped like, and All Might just looked at her, and he's like, he's thinking, I know All Might sometimes can be dumb, but sometimes he can be smart too. He just looked at her and like, that could be hero training damage. But not certain. Izuku, what's your proof? And Deku, he grabs the recorder from his back, and he just plays it right here. And it says, I'll tell everyone you beat me. And Deku's like, so you're gonna lie to them? And everyone's like, yeah, I'm gonna lie to them, and I'm gonna say you raped me and blackmail me. And Deku pauses it right in front of everybody, and he's like, yep, that's my proof. She lied, and she said it in the recording. She said it today in exact 9:27 in the morning. So you guys believe me? And everyone just look at Ochako, and she's like, that's photoshopped. And everyone's like, look at her like, you can't Photoshop a video, or you could Photoshop a video, but you can't Photoshop your voice. I don't know. It's like, that's fake. I would have never. And everyone just look at her like, Ochako, fucking idiots. I'm going out, guys. You already know who's right and who's wrong. I have to go see May and support department. And Deku just leaves, and everyone just looks at Ochako like, you motherfucker. And people who already believed Deku didn't do it was Shoto, Momo, because Momo's fucking smart. Because Shoto, because I know why people be like, why Shoto didn't believe Ochako, because the only thing that was coming into Shoto's ears was, it's your quirk, not his. I love saying that. Well, every time I see Shoto, I just hear, it's your quirk, not his. Your quirk, not his. Yeah. And Deku, you know, he doesn't really give a shit about Ochako. Ochako still has schemes up her sleeve and shit, trying to come up with and stuff. Ochako trying to figure a way to throw Deku in jail and shit. But Deku in this one, he's smart. He's like regular smart, like he always is. But he's more like untrustworthy. He won't trust. He would just grab anything that can make him look like the good guy and make the other one look like the bad guy, because they are already the bad guy and he's already the good guy. So let's get back. Deku, he's walking down the halls to the support department. He opens the door and he sees Mei with her usual attire. Deku asks, "Wow, you look stunning in that black tee." And Mei's like, "Ah, baby," and runs up to Deku. Sorry about that, guys. I was coughing like a fucking madman over there. Yeah. And she's like, baby, and starts kissing him everywhere. Not like that, guys, but kiss him all over his face. Deku's still blushing because he only acts like the same way to some people, and he acts the same way to Mei a lot. Not like the same person he used to be. The only people that he usually be kind of the same but not fully is probably like Kirishima, Tokoyami, and Tokoyami. Dark Shadow. And yeah, let's, let's start this off. I'm really sick. Pause, guys. Wait. Sorry about that, guys. Like, I'm a little sick. My throat's hurting, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get back to this what if, and yeah, you know how Deku was getting kisses and everything, and Deku was blushing. He's the same person he's with May. So, he's still the same person when he's next to May. So, that means Deku, he is fucking dang coughing. Let's get back into the what if. You know how Deku was getting kissing everywhere, and Deku still acts the same. Like he blushes and everything with May. And May noticed this, and she moves her finger onto his chest and moving it around, and now May's like, "It's not for your measurements, Izuku." She says seductively, and Deku's like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Oh no, this shirt is in the way. I have to take it off, Deku." And Deku's wearing two shirts, so he takes off that one. He's like, "Midoriya, the other shirt's in the way too." And Deku's like, "Okay." And Deku takes off that shirt, and he looks ripped, like the fucking picture you see right there. And May's like, she covers her mouth and she's like, "Oh my god, that ripped six pack, it's beautiful. It's like carved by God," she thought. And Deku's like, "Well, May, are you ready to take up those measurements?" And May's like, "Certainly." And then she rubs him. Wow, that sounds kind of wrong. She rubs him, and Deku just blushing the whole time, and May blushing too. And May taking her measurements, and she's ready. But first, she takes off her goggles and gives it to Deku, because because she thinks it looks cute on him, something like that. Like those shibbers be like, oh my god, this ship looks so cute, but their personalities are ass. But it's such a great ship. And he stopped. Well, she got her measurements, and Deku, he he needs to go to the bathroom and fix something, And he's like, May, I have to go to the bathroom. And he's like, oh, number one or number two? Number three. And she's like, what's number three? And Deku's like, you're not going to be asking that. And Deku goes to the bathroom. And how should I say it? An hour later, and Deku just comes out. He feels refreshed. And there's so much tissues in the bathroom. Deku basically clogged the toilet with the tissues. And May's like, baby, why did it take you that long to get out the bathroom? I thought you said number three. What is number three? Is it both of them? And Deku's like, no, it's neither of them, except number one, but without the peeing. And May thinks, and May's smart. She's like, oh. And Deku, he's like, well, you got your measurements. I have to leave now. May, she's like, so soon? And Deku's like, I have to get that reservation for a date tomorrow. I promise I'll pick you up. And May's like, okay. And kiss him in the cheek. And Deku grabs the goggles and put it on her head, and she's like, see you later, baby. And then leaves. Oh, and Ochako was looking at her in the window. Ochako was looking at them in the window. And Ochako's like, that should have been me. Yeah, and I'm not going to expel Ochako because she's the only person that can make this what if spicy. Or not spicy, but you know how the drama would be like. You guys be eating that shit up, too. Well, yeah, and Deku leaves, and Ochako's like, you're cheating on, and Deku's like, oh my fucking god, you're cheating on me with that pink bimbo. Oh my god, you only like, what does she have that I don't? And Deku's like, loyalty. And she's like, oh, oh yeah, but I bet you're only dating her for a look. And Deku's like, not in the conch where. She's very blunt with her approaches, and that really hits my heart. And she's very smart, nice, and all above a good person. And I know she doesn't do prostitution like you do, Ochako. Damn, I'm still thinking about I'm still thinking about that kiss. I probably got HIV all over my mouth now. Deku says, and she's like, I don't have HIV. You're lying. And Deku's like, yeah, but you probably got it from Bakugo. And then she's like, Bakugo has HIV? Probably, bro. Like, he be fucking the Pomeranians, bro. I'm like, no, 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 no. No, I hate Bakugo, but I'm not doing him that bad. I'm not gonna make him do bestiality. That's fucked up in its own right. Damn, bestiality. Bakugo, you really fucked up. I'm playing, but yeah. Bakugo, yeah. What was that? Okay. Bakugo, he has a tic tac dick and probably have HIV. And then Ochako's like, I probably have it. And she doesn't. You wanna know why? You know why she doesn't? Because he couldn't even put that thing in. He just used his fingers to make her think that's his dick. So sad. So sad. And Bakugo, micro penis. 2 inches short, no. 2 centimeter. Nah, I can't even say it. Okay, back to the thing. Deku, he's like, yeah, Ochako, she more better than you, and she's more better than you. And if she doesn't have the looks, I'll still go out with her. Because her personality. For you, I don't know how I don't know how you got me with that bubble personality. You had a good personality. That was going for you, but now, look at you. You look like a dead-end person, you know. You look like a fucking a washed. You smell like hot dog water, and you're disgusting for having sex with a guy that couldn't even make you feel anything. And she's like, that's wrong. And Deku's like, I bet he uses fingers to make you feel good, not his dick, because there's nothing there to see. She's like, and then she thinks, did I ever even see Bakugo's dick? And she's thinking like, no, I never saw it. She's like, it's still bigger than yours. And Deku's like, yeah, that. Make yourself believe that. And Deku just walks off. And she's like, we'll make you mine, Deku. And May looks out and she's like, oh, hey, Ochako, do you need improvement? Shit. Yeah, it's Ochako X. No, wait, not Ochako X. It's May and Ochako time. And May's like, oh, Ochako, do you need improvements? She still doesn't know who Deku was dating. She know it was from Class 1A, but she didn't know it was, wait. No, actually, she does know. Yeah, sorry about that. Deku did tell her, and she's like, oh, Ochako, you need improvements? I can give it to you, but Deku and you are not on the greatest terms, and you know how me and him be like, you know, he's such a great person, but I bet you would know, but you wouldn't at the same time because you cheat on him. And she's like, shut the fuck up. I bet you couldn't pleasure him like I do. And she's like, Deku's still a virgin, and she's like, Ochako's trying to make up some fake ass lie and say Deku's not a virgin. He nailed me. And sorry about that. I keep saying fuck. Sorry. Dang, I'm saying and a lot. And May's like, okay, so why did you cheat on him? Because there was one reason. You said he was taking it too slow. And Ochako just looks at her and like, shut up, bimbo. And May's like, who the fuck are you calling me bimbo, slut? And then they're about to fight, and Otago's trying to grab her and shit. May's like, she grabs a fucking gun, my dude. She's like, come close. I made this Glock 9000. You'll get shot. And and Otaka still runs and May shoots her, but it's not a real gun. It's a taser. It just looks like a gun. And Otaka's like getting tased. She's like, and she falls onto the ground. And May just beats her up right there. She's like, and May's like, never talk to my man again, slut. And then Tic Tac Dick looks and Tic Tac Dick looks and found Otaka on the floor. And Tic Tac Dick's like, my baby. My baby. Tic Tac Dick runs to Ochako and picks her up. And Ochako, Bakugo looks at Ochako, and Ochako's like, May did this to me. May hurts me. And Bakugo's like, I will avenge you, my sweet. And then puts her in recovery girl's room. And then she's like, well, I'm gonna get class 1A to beat up May Hatsume. And yeah, Bakugo's about to convince class 1A to make Bakugo make May look like the bad person. So yeah, Bakugo runs up. He's like, guys, May beat the shit out of Ochako for just looking at Ochako and making up dumbass lies and shit. And some of them are soaking that shit up. They're angry at May, and then just Momo, Shoto, and Tokoyami just look at them like, bruh, didn't she just made a fake fucking lie about getting Deku expelled for raping and sexual harassment? And because I'm not making Asui a bitch, but I'm just saying because Asui's like Ochako's best friend, she still believes Deku raped her and abused her and thing, even though there was video evidence, not video evidence, but like, you know, voice evidence about her making made up lies and shit. And she's like, yeah, May would beat her up for some dumbass reason. So they're gonna try to beat up May, and Shoto's like, this is stupid. And everyone's looking like, what do you mean? May beat up Uraraka for no reason. And there must be a reason. Probably was fighting over Deku. How would you know Deku's dating May? Deku's single, right? Didn't you guys hear that he was out on a date? Oh wait. Oh no. Sorry guys. It was Momo. It was Momo, Tokoyami, and Shoto, and Kirishima. Sorry about that, guys. Kirishima's the manliest man, so he will see through Black Girl's deception. And yeah, Kirishima said the same thing. He's like, there must be a reason, guys. Remember, they must be like fighting over Deku or something. And everyone's like, what? They wanted a date? When? After the day that Ochako cheated on Deku? And he's like, oh. I'm still gonna beat her up for hurting Ochako. And it was like, yeah. And Kirishima just face palms, and Shoto just look at them for disgust. Like, what are you guys, Trump supporters? I'm playing. No. If you get that reference, because even Trump supporters know that Trump sexually assaulted a female and bragged about it, and everyone's like, oh, boys brag about everything. It's okay. I'm still gonna support him for sexually assaulting females. And yeah, Deku, he walking back, and then he sees people hitting May, and Deku just looks at them. He cracks his fingers. He's like, you will hurt my May. And you know how I said in the beginning Deku was 50%? This dude's 70% of one for all. So Deku just speed blitz, and then he just right hooks Ida for hitting May in the leg. And Ida did that for like two reasons, because of Chaco and him in the sports festival. And Deku just kicks that nigga through 2 trees. And Deku, his lightning is turning darker and dark, and then red. It's turning as red. And then he looks at everybody. He's like, how dare you touch May? And May just got like a few bruises. Deku looks at that like she's dying. And Deku's like, he sees Sarah, and Sarah's like, Midoriya, she hurt Ochako. Sarah got hit in the stomach so hard that this dude falls to the ground, throws up, and then pisses his pants at the same time. Sarah's like, Midori, she hurt Ochako. And May's like, because she was bragging about Tic Tac Dick. And May was like, because she started it. I didn't even hurt her. I mean, I did hurt her, but she was the one that tried to hit me first, so. Self-defense. And they're like, oh, sorry, May. And Deku's like, inexcusable. And Deku just hits everybody. Then he just looks at a female. He's like, oh, I want to do that equal rights, equal fights, but I don't want to get hit with that charges, though. Hey, yo, May. He's like, what? Do you still have that taser? And she's like, oh, yeah. and she just tases, like, 3 of them. 3 of the girls. Not Momo, because Momo was not fucking stupid. Momo had that big brain capacity, bro. Like, she I'm bragging about how smart Momo is. Oh, and Manetta's smart, too, though. Yo, I feel like I didn't even talk about Manetta in none of this, because Manetta and Deku were, like, homies, bro. Like, yeah, Manetta is a pervert, but he's not aware of his perviness. So, hey. I mean, his birthday was yesterday, and I already said happy birthday on one of my videos on when Deku was a villain. So, yeah. Deku basically beat the shit out of everyone. Meite is like 2 females, and Hagakure is like watching, because she's watching it. And she doesn't want to get hit with that double combo. Bruh. It's like infinite pain at the same time. So, yeah. It's time for their date. Yay! But first, Deku says sorry to May and says, my friends are so stupid. Some of them are smart, and some of them are my real friends. He just looks down and he just looks at them with disgust. Deku. He's like, you would beat up a female. Even Deku only fights females when they fight first. Because Deku doesn't want to go to jail. Doo-doo. Jail. Doo-doo. Jail. Doo-doo. So, yeah. Deku, they're doing good. The date, guys. Okay, we're going to do a date. It's the next day. And instead of the amusement park, my boy Deku, he went to a fancy restaurant with Mei Hatsume. The fancy restaurant with Mei Hatsume. And for part 3, I'm going to put overhaul. Like, we're doing the overhaul arc. And we're getting precious little Eri. Oh, Eri. So cute. So lovable. Who would hate Eri? Like, who would hate that precious child? You're a monster if you hate her. So, yeah. Deku picks up May, and May says, I wonder where we're going. And Deku, he's like, it's a 5-star restaurant. And May gasps and says, 5-star restaurant, we got the money. And Deku says, you know the time I worked my ass off for Ochako? And she's like, yeah. That's where the money is. Oh. Looks like I can use that money for something better. And, yeah. He just eats like, how should I say it? Disney tickets. He sell them? I think I said Disney tickets last time. But who cares? Well, they went on their date. Deku got a filet mignon. Homie. I'm sorry, no. He got steak. May got the steak too. I don't know. I think she likes steaks. I can't tell what food. She probably just steak on some chips. May got the same thing. Their date went perfect. And yeah, they go to Deku's dorm and they're about to get it. I'm playing. Yeah, but they do go to Deku's dorm, and this is where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. I'm gonna leave it off here. I'm gonna leave this off here, and we're about to hit 1,000. And it might be it's probably gonna be part. What if Deku Shion part 3 will come out on Monday? Probably on Monday. Probably comes out Monday. What if Deku Shion part 3, 18 plus. Let's go. Bye bye.